which is, I started writing prose actually when I was young, pretty young, and I thought I was going to be like very good at it, and I realized at one point I'm not going to be very good at it. I said to myself, well, you know, what I would really like to do, lower my sights a little bit, is write one poem that would make one person cry one time. Which I did. I wrote it, I couldn't sleep. I paced up and down in the bathroom for, you know, oh my God, I wrote it. You know. And I called a friend of mine, would you read this? And he read it at a restaurant in Framingham. And he started crying and I started crying. And I said, well, I've done it. So, that was like about 30 years ago. I'm not trying to be funny. Go figure. At any rate, so my brother called me up and, from Austria. And his first wife, he's on his third wife now, but his first wife is dying actually, and he was with her. And I said, you know, I think I wrote a poem about her. I have one writing fan, actually, this like hermit that lives in Midway in an abandoned house. That's true. I mean, it is true. And he keeps all my work that I've ever given him. You know, and I don't have it anymore. You know, it's 30 years old. It's gone. I called him up. I said, hey, you want to have this poem, would you? And he said, yeah. So he read it to me over the phone. So I called up my brother, who was with his wife who was dying, and I said, hey, I wrote this poem about your ex-wife. I read it to him one line at a time so he could copy it, and I heard him crying. And it goes like this. Lioness, a channel in the ocean, an eagle perched, Siberian summer. My brother's wife, grandest of his good fortune. So, am I up on 3 minutes yet, or pretty close? Okay. So my kid's in jail. It was her birthday yesterday, and I wrote this song, and I read it to her last night in the jail. It goes like this: when it's all said and done, when it's all said and done, you'll see the yellow moon rising against the setting of the sun. You'll see nothing's been wasted, neither the trouble nor the fun. You'll see I was born to love you when it's all said and done. If it all comes apart, you'll see the end come rising upon the back of the star, the cyclic wave of motion that swirls around the heart. You'll know that I still love you when it all falls apart. At the end of the day, the lost sheep will return as though they'd never been away. The dispersal isn't permanent. At least that's what they say. You'll know I always loved you at the end of the day. She cried.